Hi, I'm John Maris. Thank you for listening. I'd like to tell you about an experience that I've worked through that might be of benefit to you. Many years ago, I became a reader, and like you, I was very dedicated and concerned about being as accurate as I could in my readings. But even in lieu of my desire to be accurate, I was severely affected by my clients' approval or disapproval of the information that I was giving them. What I'm about to tell you could shave years off your evolution in becoming a seasoned and accurate reader. It concerns how I, and probably you too, were taught to do readings, but never really understood the reader-client rapport and where reading validation should truly come from. There's a very subtle but distinct difference between the types of information that you can provide. What your client perceives as their circumstances is subtly very different from getting the information out so it reflects what it is that you're truly sensing. This may seem like splitting hairs, but bear with me. The first approach leaves you open to your client's opinions and judgments because a part of you believes that only they know their circumstances. The second approach should not and is very different as you're more concerned with relaying and imparting what it is that you see and sense about their lives. In the first approach, you're susceptible and you yield to the need for confirmation from your client's outer world. In this case, the validity of what you tell them rests upon their opinion and their judgment, aka what's outside of them and outside of you. In the second approach, you're aspiring toward being authentic and clear about what you sense and feel coming from your inner knowing. Knowing this, you have to ask yourself, why would there be such a difference in approaches? The answer is simple. When we're just starting out reading, we're still at the stage of looking for approval from our client, much the same way we're looking for approval from our parents when we first venture out into the world. At that point, we've had little or no experience in reading, and we'd be unaware and susceptible to the external judgment in validating the information we provide. Why would this be? Because much like when we were raised, being told what to do, who to be, what to want, what to think, we are funneled into accepting the belief that our parents and the outer world determines who we are and how we should act. However, when we become an adult and a seasoned reader, we're able to grow past needing external validation. We learn to trust our experience and our inner knowing and let it take the place of our dependency on the outside world for validation. Then our information becomes much more accurately based on our own experience and the developed self-trust that we've acquired in favor of our own personal and inner accuracy. Remember, your client has come to you for your insights because they're not really sensing their information or their situation clearly. Developing that inner trust can be very easy, but we must first realize that there is a difference in where our reading validation must come from. Accurate readings emanate from the channeling of our inner knowing. Poor and mediocre readings are resonant with our client's current and often limited awareness and approval, and are subject to their external validation. Knowing this, we can then take steps that will evolve our validation process away from empathizing with our client toward trusting our own channel. My book, Energizing Self-Trust, teaches you to do just that. The 7 steps take you through separating from the need for external validation to depending on what it is that you feel and what you intuit. This reprograms your trust from the external world to trusting your inner voice. Internal self-trust is the most powerful asset that you can have. It allows you to see and follow your own personal path toward realizing your own pre-chosen destiny. It allows you to recognize your own inner cues and intuitive flashes, and helps you to apply them to practical matters. It is the most accurate reflection of the path that your life should take. Energizing self-trust is built on 30 years of my hard-won experience and condensed into 7 easy steps that will bring forward and strengthen your self-trust and confidence, giving you the trust in and courage to present your information, giving your readings a stellar accuracy that you beforehand might have thought was well beyond your ability and your reach. My book explores emotional patterns and origins and gives you the tools to reclaim your personal power in spite of what it is that you've been taught or told by others. Following the principles in the book will also teach you how to find and recognize those people who can truly be supportive and who can also operate from that strong inner quiet place. Give yourself permission to follow your dreams and lose no more time or energy being distracted by the reactive opinions and judgments of your client. Be a psychic pioneer. Follow your own path. Join me in energizing your self-trust and confidence. You'll be a much better reader, and in the long run, you'll provide much more effective and clear and honest readings for your client. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.